Okay, so we're diving into hemp extracts and cannabinoids, and I feel like it's pretty easy to get lost out there.
It is a jungle out there.
It really is.
Yeah.
Everyone's heard of CBD, right?
Right.
But actually, like, cutting through all the noise and figuring out what it is and, like, what matters,
Right.
that's a whole other story.
It's a whole educational experience just to get into it.
For sure.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing today.
Absolutely.
Like, whether you're thinking about, trying it for yourself or just curious about all the hype, this is the deep dive for you.
I agree.
And to, like, help you unpack all of this, we're taking a close look at Hempex.com.
Okay.
And one thing I really appreciate about them is their, like, commitment to quality and transparency. But before we get into the, specifics of their products and stuff, I kind of want to back up for a second. Sure. Just, like, give a little CBD 101.
Okay.
So can you just, like, break it down for us? What is CBD exactly?
So CBD stands for cannabidiol.
Okay.
And it is one of over 100 different cannabinoids that are found in the cannabis plant.
Okay. Now, so we're talking hemp and marijuana when we say cannabis.
Correct. Hemp and marijuana.
Gotcha.
And the big difference there is hemp has very low levels of THC, which is the psychoactive compound that gets you high.
Right.
CBD is non-intoxicating.
Okay, so hemp-derived CBD is not going to get someone high.
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yes.
So then how does it actually, like, work in our bodies? Because it seems to, like, interact with us on a pretty deep level.
It does. So we have what's called the endocannabinoid system in our bodies, or the ECS system.
Okay.
And basically what that is a vast communication network that helps regulate a wide range of functions.
Okay.
So
like what?
Mood, sleep, appetite, pain, perception, inflammation.
Wow.
You name it.
It does a lot.
Your body's working on it.
Okay.
And so CBD interacts with this system to help bring things back into balance.
So it's almost like our bodies are designed to work with this compound in a way.
It is.
Interesting.
We have receptors all throughout our body.
Wow, that's wild.
It's a really cool system.
It makes you wonder what else is going on in there.
I know, right?
Beyond just CBD.
Yeah.
Because I keep hearing more and more about these other cannabinoids.
You do, like
CBG.
CBG, CBN, CBC.
Like a whole new world?
It's a whole new world.
Yeah.
Have you heard of CBGA?
I have not.
It's really cool.
Okay.
It's often referred to as the mother cannabinoid.
The mother cannabinoid.
Mother cannabinoid.
What is that?
So basically, as the plant grows, CBGA is like the original building block. And through a process called decarboxylation, think of it like baking bread.
Okay.
You put that dough in the oven.
Yeah.
Heat transforms the dough into something completely different.
It's true.
So as the plant grows, CBGA transforms into these other cannabinoids.
Wow. So it really is like a family of compounds. We're not just talking about one thing.
It's complex.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is where Hempex comes in, right?
Yeah.
They seem to be really interested in exploring the potential of these lesser-known cannabinoids.
They're on the cutting edge. Okay, cool.
Definitely very interested in CBG, CBN. They're even creating products that have specific ratios of different cannabinoids.
That's wild.
It's a really exciting time for this field.
It really is. Okay, so let's say like I'm ready to try some of this stuff. How do I even know like what to look for?
Right.
Because I've seen like full spectrum and broad spectrum and isolate, like it's a lot.
It's a lot of words.
Yeah.
It's almost like learning a new language.
It is. It is. Okay, so let's break some of these down then.
Let's do it.
So when we're talking about like full spectrum first, what's the deal there?
So full spectrum means you are getting every single thing.
Okay.
From the hemp plant.
Okay.
All the cannabinoids, the terpenes, all the beneficial compounds.
Everything that's naturally found in the hemp plant.
So it's not just about like CBD in isolation.
Correct.
It's about how it interacts with like all this other stuff.
It's exactly it. And that's what we call the entourage effect. When they all work together synergistically.
That's cool.
It is like
the whole system.
It's like a symphony orchestra.
Okay.
You know, you've got all these instruments playing together and they create this really rich, complex sound.
Right.
That's kind of like what full spectrum is like.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Cool.
So then what about broad spectrum?
Broad spectrum is similar.
Okay.
In that it has the cannabinoids and the terpenes.
Okay.
But it does not have the THC.
Oh, okay.
So it would be like that symphony orchestra, but maybe we turn the volume down on one of the instruments.
Gotcha.
You're still getting the benefits of all of it.
Okay.
But we're just omitting that one.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about isolates then?
Isolates are exactly what they sound like.
Okay.
It is isolated to one cannabinoid. So that would be like CBD isolate or CBG isolate.
Got it.
So we are isolating just that lead violin.
Okay.
You're really only wanting to hear that one sound.
Yeah, you're getting that pure experience.
The pure experience, exactly.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So it seems like Hempex offers like all these different types of extracts.
They do.
Which is cool.
Yeah. They've got all the options.
Yeah.
Whatever you're looking for.
But one that I thought was really interesting was their CBG isolate.
Okay.
Can you talk a little bit about why CBG is like having a moment right now?
CBG is like that hidden gem
Okay.
that everybody is finally like
realizing?
Oh, there's CBG.
Yeah.
So research is still in its early phases for CBG.
Okay.
But there's been some really cool research about how CBG can help support healthy sleep cycles.
You know what? That's something I'm very interested in.
Are you a restless sleeper?
Always a restless sleeper.
Well, you know, there was this study that came out in 2019 that was published in Frontiers in Neuroscience.
Okay.
And it found that CBG interacts with specific receptors in the brain that regulate sleep-wake cycles.
Wow.
So more research is needed.
Yeah.
But these early findings are promising.
Super interesting.
Yes.
And because it's an isolate city.
Yes.
You're getting like the pure CDG experience.
Yeah. Right.
That's really cool.
And it's really versatile too. So you can take it directly, you can add it to a beverage.
Okay.
You can even incorporate it into like a topical cream or something.
Oh.
So lots of options.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And that kind of reminds me of like another thing I really appreciate about Hempex is their commitment to transparency.
Yes.
They have a certificate of analysis.
They do.
Or a COA for every single product
I love
on their website. I have to admit, I had never even heard of a COA before I started diving into all this stuff.
Right.
So can you explain like why that's so important?
Yeah, COAs are super important because it shows you all the things.
Okay.
Like it's third-party tested, so you're getting this unbiased look at this product. And it's basically a detailed analysis of what's actually in the product.
So it's like a guarantee that you're getting what you paid for.
Exactly.
Okay.
You want to make sure what's on that label is actually in that bottle.
Right.
And so it'll tell you the potency of the cannabinoids that are in there.
Okay.
It'll tell you if it's THC-free.
Okay.
It'll make sure there's no like weird contaminants in there.
Oh, okay.
Like pesticides or heavy metals, residual solvents.
It's good to know.
It's good to know what you're getting.
Yeah, that's
transparency and accountability.
I like it. It really is like having a detective on your side.
Yes, it is.
Which I really appreciate.
For sure.
Especially in an industry that's like still kind of finding its footing.
Right. Yeah.
And speaking of which, the like legal landscape around hemp and cannabinoids seems to be constantly evolving.
Absolutely.
So can you give us like a quick overview of where things stand right now?
Yeah, so the 2018 Farm Bill was a big deal.
Okay.
Because it legalized hemp at the federal level.
Okay.
Which is why we're seeing all these hemp-derived products on the market.
Right.
But there's still a lot of gray area.
Okay.
And regulations vary from state to state.
So how can consumers like make sure that they're buying products that are like legal and safe?
You want to look for companies that are transparent about their sourcing and their manufacturing process.
Okay, so like Hempex.
Like Hempex.
Gotcha.
And then also remember those COAs?
Yes.
Super important for verifying that the product meets all the legal requirements.
Okay, cool.
Especially when it comes to THC.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it seems like Hempex is doing everything right.
They are.
They're committed to the quality, to the transparency, all that good stuff.
Setting the standard.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm also curious, like, beyond just being a consumer, what kind of opportunities are out there for entrepreneurs in, like, the hemp and cannabinoid space?
Oh, man, it's a booming industry.
Okay.
Like, the opportunities are endless.
Really?
Because we're just at the tip of the iceberg of what we know about all these different compounds.
That's exciting.
And what they can do.
Yeah.
So as research expands.
Yeah.
And that consumer demand continues to grow, there's going to be even more opportunities for entrepreneurs to create new products, to develop new delivery methods, contribute to research and education.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a really cool space to be in.
It's inspiring to think about all the different avenues.
It is.
Well, this has been awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like I learned a ton.
Good.
We went from like the very basics of what CBD even is to like this whole world of like lesser known cannabinoids.
Right. Hey.
And how they work in our bodies.
It's so cool.
And then like even this entrepreneurial side
Yeah.
has been really cool.
It has been fun.
So for our listeners who are like, you know, feeling inspired to learn more,
yes,
where should they go?
They should check out Hempex.com.
Okay.
They got tons of information on their website. Product descriptions,
Oh.
all the COAs.
Very cool.
All the things.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, we'll leave you with this.
Okay.
If CBD was just the tip of the iceberg.
What else?
Right. What else is out there?
Right.
What other cannabinoids might hold the key to like even more?
Unlocking.
Yeah.
All this potential.
Yeah. It's a question worth pondering.
For sure.
Until next time.
Keep exploring.
Keep curious.